Hey, you went out to Corrigan-Camden, talked to Coach Ratliff over there. Corrigan-Camden's having a pretty good season. They've struggled in recent years, but they've really kind of turned things around here this season. So before we get to what you talked to Coach Ratliff about, tell me a little bit about your visit and how that went.
Yeah, it was a good visit, and it's been. I don't mean to bring this into a somber mood, but it's been a past couple of weeks. It's been tough for the community football team as a whole. One of their players, sophomore Danny Rivera, during their game against Jasper 2 weeks ago, their most recent game, collapsed on the sideline. It was non-football related. He was on the sideline. Was actually injured at the time, supporting his team, and collapsed on the sideline. Was taken to a hospital down in Houston, and over this past weekend, they said that he passed away. So our condolences, prayers going out to his family and the Corrigan-Camden community and football and all together. And, when I talked to him earlier today, that was something that we did talk about, and especially with there being a bye week last week, played against Joaquin, then a bye week, and now heading over to Groveton for a rivalry game out at Groveton. He talked, about that game and just getting back to a little bit of a normalcy out there in Corrigan, and it's definitely needed.
Well, before we hear from Coach Ratliff, I think maybe this bye week unexpectedly came at the perfect time, right? I mean, after something like that happens, it's going to be really hard to get those kids trying to get those kids up to go and play a game that next day, or that next week. So I think it kind of hit at the perfect time to kind of get everybody together, don't you think?
Yeah, and being able to take that week is definitely a good thing, like you said, Kyle. And just whenever we talked, they said they had a good week of practice, and like I said, and like he said, like Coach Ratliff said, just getting back to some normalcy. Because anytime you experience anything like that, and not saying that I understand what they're experiencing right now, losing a teammate, losing a friend, a family member, things like that, but can definitely be good to get back to some of the normal things. And the one thing I've definitely learned being out in small town anywhere is high school athletics can be the glue that brings everybody together in a community. And definitely this Friday out in Groveton, it's a rivalry game, like I said, can get everybody back to some normalcy. So it's definitely, like you said, came at a good time, but now ready to get back out on the field.
Well, let's go ahead and hear from Coach Ratliff and hear what Ryan talked to him about.
At the end of the day, we always say that a bye week is needed. You try to rest, recuperate, recover. But at the end of the day, it's not an off week, it's an open week. And it's time to work on ourselves and get better. Thought we've had a great week of that. And now it's time to play football again. I promise you, we're ready to play football on Friday night. We're excited about it. It's district time. It's a rivalry game. And at the same time, man, we need to get back to some normalcy. So we're excited about this game right here.
All right. Well, he's excited, kind of like, and he kind of mentioned it too. The bye week kind of coming at the right time, and then getting refocused to start district play. So, how did you, when you were out at practice, what did you feel the vibe of the team was like, and how focused are they going into this game against Groveton?
Yeah, I think the focus is definitely on point. Definitely with a little bit extra to play for here. Whenever I was talking to him a little bit later in the interview, he said, even though Danny might not be there on the field, he's still there with the team in spirit, and so definitely a little bit extra to play for this Friday. Not just because it's a rivalry game, like I said, but playing for him for this game for the rest of the season, just as a whole.
Well,